What is going on, guys? It is Chris here from SpartanJesters, and today I'm with the lovely Daniel.
Hello.
And today on MMORPG, we're going to take you through the Elder Scrolls Online Weekly Roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So, Dan, let's get into the questions. We picked 4 from the Ask Me Anythings and the Developer Question of the Week, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, the first question, in no particular order, is: you stated that the different races have their own versions of armor and weapons. Let's say I was a Nord. Can I get the Khajiit or even Elven or any other versions of the steel armor and wear their versions instead of the Nordic one? Dan, do you want to give us the answer?
Yep, their response was yes. Any race can wear any armor, even the specific racial style armors. As a Nord, you aren't limited to wearing only Nord cultural armor. You can be a Nord who wears Khajiit style or High Elven style too.
So they're kind of saying that you can basically wear any armor, there's no restrictions to it?
Yes, basically, I imagine that if you were went to a Nord vendor, they would have the Nord armor. But I know for a fact that when you go to craft armor or weapons, you can only start off creating your own style. So let's say I was a Nord and you were a Khajiit, Chris, and
I'm sorry, I'm going to be a high elf, but that's not the point.
Okay, if you're a high elf and I'm a Nord and Can I? No, is that the same alliance? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Point is, if I'm a Nord and you're a high elf and I make a chest piece in the Nord style and give it to you, you can wear it.
Yeah, that's basically what I meant.
And further on in the game, they've announced that you will be able to learn how to craft in the styles of the other races.
I'm guessing that's when you level 50, though. I don't think they'll give you a level 10.
I'm not sure. Maybe you can pick one every 10. They haven't said anything. All I know is that you will be able to create the other styles at a certain point in the game.
Ah, good, good. So the next question is, will there be banks? If not, what are the options for storage?
Yes, there are banks in the Elder Scrolls Online, and they are account-wide. All your characters will share the same bank. What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
That just made my life so much easier.
It will, but
let's put it this way: if you have an alt, you find a weapon that's good for that alt, you throw it into your bank, and you just get your alt to go to the bank. It's basically like your own personal. Cause you know what I hated in WoW? When you had to trade, and you always say, "Oh, did I get the name right? Did I send it to the right person?" Blah blah blah. But now you can just put it into your own little vault, and you have everything for you, just waiting there.
And I was just about to criticize this and say this will cause ninja looters who are getting for their alts, but then I realized that you get your own stuff, so this is perfect. They've really thought about nothing should go to waste. If you have an alt, then no gear will ever go to waste if you can put good gear in your bank.
Yeah, I mean, I think they stated you can have 5 maximum characters, is it? Or 3?
4.
4.
I think, which I imagine would be 1 for each class.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do personally.
And enough for 1 on each alliance as well.
Yeah. So the next question is, your armor skills are supposed to increase by wearing the type of armor, obvious. Does the skill line level faster if you wear more of the same armor type? So basically, can you mix them together and get the same rate? Will your armor level faster when fighting high-level enemies? So it's kind of 3 questions in one. So do you want to give us the answer?
The answer was, the more of a specific armor type you wear, the faster that line will advance. Your armor will level faster if you fight high-level enemies because they are worth more experience. So clearly it's dependent on obviously the experience of the enemy, not just taking damage.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're level 1 and you go against a level 10, it's going to give you more experience, obviously.
I mean, you'll probably die, but
one thing now that I've just found about that, if higher level mobs give you more experience, will mob tagging be in the game? Now, for those of you that don't know what mob tagging is, level 1 can hit a level 50 mob, and then a level 50 can finish off that mob, and you'll get all the experience for it. Would it be like that, or do you reckon they'd balance it out somewhere that you wouldn't actually be able to exploit?
No, I think this would probably depend on... Actually, I wouldn't say getting hit. I was just about to, but then I realised, obviously, that would mean the tank would level his armour faster, which could be an unfair benefit towards...
Oh my god, could you imagine a tank just constantly levelling up armour?
But then people would just be a tank because they would level faster because they get hit more. So obviously, it will have to be just maybe... tagging could work because they can't make it depend on if you get hit, otherwise you would just get tanks leveling at like 10 times the speed as a DPS.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, one of the things that I'm looking forward to in the Elder Scrolls Online is the whole it's going to be my own personal character, and Like, I'll be able to level it to the way that I want it, etc., etc. I'm actually looking forward to the leveling in armor. Like, I'll be able to say, ha, I'm 10 levels higher than you in light armor, Dan.
Yeah, instead of just saying, "Oh,
I
well,
got
it's
this new
matter
shiny
'cause
weapon.
I'm a hunter and you're a priest, and none of that matters." What I'm looking forward to is just being a really, really random combination of
Oh,
skills.
mine's just gonna be, actually, before I answer, what are you guys gonna be playing in the Elder Scrolls Online? Leave your comments below.
And we should probably get on to the next question as well. We can dawdle at the end. Okay.
Oh, okay. The next question is, how will you be able to join real guilds in game? Will I have to find their leader or fulfill some requirements to join them, or do recruiters roam the lands?
We assume you mean the Fighters and Mages Guild. You'll visit their representatives in cities and they will ask if you wish to join. Simple as that.
Now, sorry,
Go on, go ahead.
they have announced the Dark Brotherhood will be introduced, correct?
Yep, the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild will be introduced later in game.
How
but
will the
not at
Dark
launch.
Brotherhood work if you have to find their if you have to find the representatives? I mean,
Well, maybe you can just find their really, really dodgy hideout.
yeah, maybe. I mean, that was just kind of.
They are only speaking about the Fighters and Mages Guild right now. They haven't released any information except for the fact that they will exist.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, that's basically all the questions we have.
No more of those stupid quests you have to do to get into the Fighters and Mages Guild that just take forever.
Maybe you can do quests in there, but yeah, that's basically it.
We've got something to mention about guilds.
Yeah, guys, we are actually opening up a Spartan Jester guild for Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube page. So if you go to our channel and you look, just look up guild, search for our videos. It'll probably be on our homepage for a couple of days, just so you guys can see it. There will be an application link, and you can apply there. And I'll get your email, get your name, and I'll contact you. And that you'll be basically in. We'll inform you then of the server the faction and server that we're picking with, most likely Antlemere Dominion or Ebonheart Park. We're not too sure, but
we'll release details closer to launch. And obviously, if you find us in the cities in game and ask to join, you are very welcome to join.
I mean, the guild is open to everyone.
It's going to be a social guild. We'll probably, I don't know, raiding dungeon, whatever. We'll socially just do that. We're not going to be hardcore. So
our question for this week, guys, is what are you looking forward to in the Elder Scrolls Online the most? Classes, quests, new creatures, new zones. Well, not new zones, but the fact that you can go from zone to zone, like Skyrim to Morrowind or Daggerfall.
New skill lines, maybe? Anything like that? Or even just crafting. Ooh.
You never know. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure to go check out our own personal channel, which is youtube.com/SpartanJesters, home of the MMO Central and the Elder Scrolls Online. And I'll see you. Dan, do you want to add anything before we go?
No, I'm good.
Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.